NYU Abu Dhabi receives tens of thousands of applicants every single year, and I was the one who made it this year. So for those who don't know, first of all, my name is Veronica. Yes, I did get into NYUAD Abu Dhabi this year, and I'm gonna start my first year in fall 2026. For those who don't know, NYU Abu Dhabi is one of, if not the only campus that invites potential candidates to this thing called Candidate Weekend. Just to give you the context, I applied to NYU just because. I honestly couldn't even imagine that I would get a chance to get in. Of course, after Candidate Weekend, I was much more certain that I am probably gonna get in, but before that, I didn't expect it at all. So I got my invitation for Candidate Weekend in December. I was super perplexed, anxious. I got all of the mixed emotions at the same time, so I was really confused, honestly. I applied to early decision second round, so there are basically 4 rounds for Candidate Weekend. Candidate Weekend round 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another caveat on top of this, my passport wasn't ready at all, so I had to basically get my passport in a week to go to Candidate Weekend. My whole family was kind of, Veronica, what you doing? Where are you going? Like, come on. And if you know Slavic family, like Eastern European families are like, they're gonna ground you. They're gonna ground you because they're scared of you. So, yeah, it was kind of stressful for me. I had to cross 2 countries, and if you're interested of the whole process of Candidate Weekend, how I basically got to Abu Dhabi, the whole process, I'm gonna link the video right over here. I already filmed a blog, so if you're interested, you're definitely gonna check it out. Overall, Candidate Weekend is an opportunity for you to get to know other candidates. There were around 300 candidates in my round. I guess it's gonna be around the same amount for all rounds, but I'm not sure. The first 2 days we were basically just arriving. The Abu Dhabi residents, people from all over the world. I made so many friends from all over the world, from Fiji, United States, like Korea. It is just amazing opportunity. Honestly, before that, I thought I am a really introverted person, but in fact, I am a socialist type. Oh my god, it's so cringe. Anyway, I am a really social person. I energize when I talk to people, when I motivate them, when I help them. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel, share your opinion in the comments down below, give me your thumbs up, because this way I know that you benefited from this video. And I'm gonna film something similar in the next videos as well. So let's get back into the main topic. During the Candidate Weekend, we went to the desert, we went to the museum, we got our badges with our archetypes, basically what are we drawn to. Your archetype describes what type of person you are and what you would want to do in the future. And on the last day we had mock class where we basically had to communicate, we had to work in pairs, in groups, and to present our ideas on and how to resolve a specific problem in the world. Then we got cherry on top of the cake. Yes, this is assessment day, so we got interviews. Everybody was dreading of interviews. Like, we were so anxious, and we tried to motivate each other with like, come on, what is meant to happen is gonna happen anyway, like, you're strong, all of this, because we were so dreaded of this, we were so anxious. But overall, during interviews, it's basically like 15 to 30 minutes. Interviewers are super nice, even though they didn't smile to me, so if your interviewers won't smile to you, don't worry, like, it's okay. Different people, different types of like perceiving information. So they're gonna ask pretty much basic questions like, what's your intended major, tell me something about yourself, like introduce yourself, and then based on how you answer, they're gonna ask follow-ups, basically like ChatGPT, if you want to say. What interviewers asked me specifically, from what I can remember, because my memory is kind of went somewhere in other place. I was so anxious. They asked me to introduce myself. They asked me about my intended major. They asked me about what struggles did I have in school and with what subjects and how I resolved them. Then they asked me about what study techniques I use in my everyday life, what I learned during candidate weekend. This is important because they're gonna test you and assess you what new information you learned during this event. This is crucial. Maybe you find some new perspectives, new ideas from people all over the world. Tell them about it for sure. This is gonna impact you. And I think that this impacted my overall fit for the university, because I told them that I learned a lot during candidate weekend, and I learned not just from the university, from all the webinars, interviews. No, I learned from people I met during this event. Actually, if you didn't notice, I'm wearing NYU Abu Dhabi t-shirt. Yes. Now we're gonna do the boring stuff, my stats. And when talking about stats, I'm not really different from other applicants to selective colleges. Yes, I did work on volunteering, on extracurricular activities. Yes, I am valedictorian. I guess it's a common stuff. Like, if you apply to selective colleges, you have to work on your stuff, you have to work hard to even have the opportunity to apply. You have to be confident in your toolbox, in what you'll build during school. You have to be confident in it for you to even apply to not only NYU Abu Dhabi, but other selective colleges. I applied test optional, so I did take SAT when I was in 10th grade in Ukraine, but I didn't like my score, so I didn't submit it. For my English test, I did take Duolingo English test, and I got 145 overall score. As you can see from my YouTube channel, I speak 10 languages, but I did build it step by step, of course. What you need to do is show up every single day. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. Even though it's boring, it's gonna be boring. If you want to build something massive, something that would inspire people, and other people are gonna say to you like, how did you do that? It's impossible. You know, it was possible for you because you did show up every single day. That's how you build everything in life. I didn't take any A-level classes, no IB, no APs, nothing like this. Honestly, I am not really sure how the things works overall, because I'm not familiar with the system. I studied in a simple, like basic, if you want to say, government school in Ukraine. So it's not even a private school. So my school was with the in-depth study of French. I don't know, maybe this had impacted some way my admission process. I don't know. Just to give you the context, I do take a gap year right now, if you want to say it like this. And during this gap year, it's really important to explain how you use this gap year on your advantage. For instance, during my gap year, I volunteer, I work, like I have 2 part-time jobs, I also have internship, something related to my intended major. Don't list like a bunch of extracurricular activities just to list them, you know? List them authentically, list them with intention. Look at this from other perspective. Like, you're an admission officer. You're looking at the list of completely different extracurriculars that are not related in any way. You just put them just to put them, you know? It's one thing when you put different things and they show how multidisciplinary you are. And when you put different things just to put them, to put things on your CV, on your extracurricular list with intention. You have to explain why you put them. You have to logically connect it to your story. In addition to my personal statement and essays from NYU, I also uploaded gap year statement. Here, let me explain. I know I didn't have to, but if I had the chance to add it. Why not, you know? If you want something bad enough, you're gonna use every single opportunity you have to get it. So in my gap year essay statement, I didn't write it like a simple essay. I wrote it like a diary. Basically, during my whole year, I've been writing diary every single day on how I communicate with people on my internship and my work, my job. Like, I tutor, so I explained how I socialize with my students, how it was really difficult for me to find things to talk to them, and what I learned every single day. So I took some parts from my diary and I put it into my gap year statement. Then I adjusted it to be more like essay style, but overall structure was in a diary style. Apart from these extracurricular activities, I also volunteered on Schoolhouse. I did finish musical school. It was around like 7 years of musical school. I also wrote a research paper for machine learning with my math teacher. She helped me a lot with that. Thank you. I also took a bunch of different Olympiads like French Olympiad, English Olympiad, Math Olympiad, all of this. I got like first place, second place, and third place during my 9th grade to the senior year. It was around 10 to 15 different Olympiads overall. For NYU Abu Dhabi and for any selective college, it's really important to show how community driven you are. What I personally included in my community essays, if you want to say it like this, I added the information how I helped Ukrainian refugees during war, how I helped them with translation, with learning new languages, how I helped them to adapt in new countries where they had to move because of war. So in this way, I applied my passions to community problems. I won't tell you a list of what not to put on your essays or on your extracurricular activities list. I just want to say that I applied to colleges last year and I didn't get into any college. Why? Because my mental state was a mess. I wrote it just because I wanted to write them. I didn't put any like thoughts, any intention into my essays, into my personal statement. I didn't have a specific intention. This year, I wrote everything by myself, like completely by myself, and I'm so proud for myself for doing this, because in this way, only in this way, I believe you can show your authenticity and what you're really thinking. So my tips for you is be authentic, be real, don't use AI or use it just to like refine the overall structure. If you put several things on your extracurricular list that are not really related, you have to have a common theme in them. So actionable advice for you to apply next year in fall 2026. First of all, gather all of your achievements, stats, extracurricular activities like honors, everything into one single bucket. You can brain dump everything on paper. Then you're gonna separate it into several groups for you to better understand where something is missing, like where you can add up and where you can shorten something. And if you see that on my extracurricular list everything seems to be fine, but I don't really have internships or I don't really have jobs, use them during your like either summer or during this last year of your school, or if you like in 9th, 10th grade, it's even better because you could work on your profile even better. If you have a diary, take some things, take some phrases, some like parts from your diary and apply it to your personal statement or maybe to your gap statement. I believe this is what helped me specifically. Like I have this gut feeling that this is why I was chosen. And I guess that's all. I don't know what else to say. I hope this video helped you. Don't stress out, you're gonna get in. I really want to see you on campus. If not this year, then next year for sure. And if you see me on campus, please say hi to me, and I'm gonna be really grateful. Most important advice from me is don't stress out. Relax, take a step back, like take it easy, honestly. If when you apply, it's really important to read everything several times. Read with clear mind, like without any overthinking thoughts. Like get rid of your brain fog, like sleep enough. You have to be in a focused state during this important moment in your life. I wish you success, I wish you all the best, and I really hope you found this video helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, share your opinions in the comments down below, give me your thumbs up, and share this video with your friends or someone who would benefit from this video as well. And I'll see you in my next videos next time. Goodbye.